what are the benefits of Tai Chi for couples?
Well, we mentioned a few in our previous videos. The first one being the ability to support growth and learning. Um,
And self-growth and self-learning.
Absolutely.
In Qigong, we have a concept known as Neisher Gong Fu, the Kung Fu of internal vision. This is founded upon the contemplative practice and pursuit towards self knowing as one grows in the world and experience life in living, understanding oneself. What is the meaning of life? What is the meaning of my life? What is my life's purpose? What am I here to do? Not just on a grand scale, but from day to day. What am I here to do right now? Why am I here? And so, having a partner that's hearing you say all that, they're going to be impacted by that. And they're also going to be looking and exploring Neisher Gong Fu, the Gong Fu of internal vision. And when we go into the Wu and understand this uh, transcendence where self is not limited to just the skin, then we can start to see ourselves in one another and see that I am you and you are me and we are one. And what I do or say to me and to you, it's all the same. I want to be in love with myself and in love with myself in you and act in that love and do the things that are needed. Breathe together, move together, give empathy, give grace, give forgiveness, and continue to show up. So that concepts of like we are one, we can begin to walk a road where we embody that and we apply actual skills that keep us on that path. And each time, there's a saying that essentially we when we are in partnership, we're showing up for each other. Like we continue to show up for each other. So give yourself and your partner uh, 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 a pat on the back or a handshake or a kiss because you being and staying in that partnership is and ought to be acknowledged that just being in a partnership, you're showing up for not just yourself, but for another person. And in a way, you're giving your life and your time and your energy towards another person. And that's valuable.
Yeah, and I think so. That's another benefit um, of Tai Chi for couples is that you are allocating some time to be fully present with one another. That's what you mentioned with showing up. And then I would say another benefit of Tai Chi for couples is that you are moving into the nonverbal physical realm of communication as well. And you are, and verbal communication is going to be a tool through the whole thing also. It's not that it's not there. I think you need verbal communication with a lot of these exercises to keep it safe to continue to keep those lines of feedback open. Um, but uh, but it's not the main focus, and it's
Hmm.
not the way in which you're integrating. And that word integration has been on our minds a lot through our study with Dan Siegel as well, because integration is central to health. So whether that be um, intra integration inside yourself on um, one of the many aspects of integration. He talks about 8 different ways that we can integrate. So that's like 8 different ways we could be healthy, I guess,
Hmm.
too.
Hmm.
But if you're integrating between the partners, not just intellectually, verbally, but physically, energetically, in breath, through all those layers of the body, um, then it adds to the health of the relationship in ways that you might not otherwise access. There are other ways to access it, but this is the kind of like a more meditative way to access it
Yes.
as like a
Good point.
practice. Yeah.
Yeah, I like what you said about the communication. So another way to think about this is contact Qigong, because in your partnership, in many ways, you are in contact. Your nervous systems are um, in are communicating with one another. Your hearts are communicating with one another.
Mm-hmm.
In your mind, you're communicating with your partner when they're not even there.
So you're referring to co-regulation, which is
Co-regulation.
another word we've been discussing a lot.
Well, what I wanted to say was, in terms of communication, the skin and the body communicates, as you said, beyond words. So understanding the messages that are coming through the skin and using the body as an antenna, this is how contact Qigong and particularly Tai Chi for couples allows for going beyond the material and into the inside. And the more that you can apply the meditative practices, relaxed awareness, slow, continuous, um, intentional movement, then you can really start to deepen your sense of listening and learning and understanding of yourself and one another.
Yeah, and I'd say like, other ways that couples do this, one is like dancing, couples dancing. We've been taking some dance lessons ourselves, and that's definitely one way. And sexually, is another way that couples can non-verbally integrate. But I would say this is set apart by that meditative factor, the intentionality between creating that meditation, moving meditation together.
Let's turn the page.
Let's turn the page.